again, anytime you're making these system changes, it's got to become from what's the human desired output, right? Don't say, hey, listen, there's lightning, there's a new technology, let's do it, because the leadership team, if they see a report and there's a bullet point that says, oh look, they're going to change the UI in Salesforce, they're like, this is not worth my time. But if you explain to them like, hey, there's a cleaner UI that the users actually enjoy using, and it'll actually create more engagement, well, then they'll be able to support it. And again, understand your leadership team's goals. What are their goals, right? That should be your North Star. And any proposal you recommend should be aligned with what their goals are, so you have this alignment up and down the pipe. Too much that can be consumed by users, again, people have day-to-day jobs, right? They're not technical folks. They just want to get their job done. They'll appreciate technology. They'll use technology. I mean, people use Facebook all the time. You see people on their phones all the time. Anywhere you go, you could be a baseball game or a basketball game, people are on their phones, right? So people will use technology, but you have to put it in ways that's easy for them to digest, right?
And I think that's an important thing. We had one of the admins with the company that we work with. She was excellent doing tweaks, right? So you mentioned Facebook, LinkedIn. When's the last time you sat in a training class for your Facebook or LinkedIn?
Right.
They just tweak stuff. They make changes. The changes make sense. Users conform to that change because it adds value. Now you can do more Facebook things or more LinkedIn things or whatever. So think about what are the tweaks. And again, as you start to build credibility internally, if you're running your sales meetings out of Salesforce, you make a tweak one week and all of a sudden you show a different report that has some value, and not just tweak for tweak's sake, but tweak based on value because you understand the business and you understand their objectives. Now all of a sudden you show something like a closed loss report or a closed loss with a reason report over the last 6 months. That's a heuristic that allows for conversation around, admin Annie really knows her stuff and is now not just, we don't go to her when she just when we need a new report, but she comes to us when she sees something in the business based on the underlying data that's going to make us do our jobs better.
Right. Yeah, supporting the wrong processes. I can't tell you anything more frustrating than when a tech person says, hey, let me go fix the flux capacitor, right? And there's, it's like, well, we don't even care about that. Don't worry about it. Like, focus on what's going to make improvements. Again, change management, bake that into your project management, into your project plan. And just, again, set expectations and mitigate risk up front. And again, ask for the right help. I think from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see it all the time where you realize you may have an adoption problem and you're not getting value and you're trying to justify Salesforce internally. And Salesforce is a great CRM or platform. It's a really expensive Rolodex. And so a lot of people are trying to figure out how do they move it forward. And there's a lot of information out in the digisphere with blogs and webinars with the tactics. And so if you need help, it's really with this, our approach is no matter what tactics you use, if you have the wrong strategy, it doesn't matter. So if you feel like you're in the process where you're building reports or changing fields or changing layouts all the time and you're spinning your wheels, or if you're going to your partners, your system implementation partners or consultants, and you're asking them to do those things, you just make sure that that's where the gap is and it's not a strategy problem where you need to really understand how to make change happen and how to build street cred. So make sure you're asking for the right help based on where your gaps really are.
And time to value. Time to value.
Time to value.